Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy.
Hey guys, it's Renee Amanda, and I want to apologize for the lack of having a voice right now. Been busy being a softball mom, so that's why you guys haven't seen much of me lately, but screaming my lungs off this past weekend, and hence the lack of voice right here. But I felt it was so important to come on and talk to you and do a review. Today I am going to discuss The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. Such a great book, and y'all know me. I love anything that's romancy, love stories. So, you know, of course this book was a favorite of mine. I rated it a 4-star. But before I get into my review and everything like that, I also want to talk about the movie because I just got home from seeing it. And so I want to go ahead and play a little clip of the movie so y'all can see what it's all about.
What does America mean to you?
Your removal is final.
There's nothing you can do.
I'm sorry.
But this is my home. New York is my home. 13.8 billion years ago, the Big Bang created the stars, the planets, the galaxies. Compared to the lifespan of the universe, our lives begin and end in a single day.
I'm Daniel.
Natasha.
We are just ordinary.
What's with the notebooks?
Poems.
Poems. What are they about? Wait, let me guess. Love.
Not all of them.
I don't believe in love.
So no magic, no fate, no meant to be. What if I told you I could get you to fall in love with me? Just give me a day.
An hour.
What are your key ingredients to falling in love? My ingredients are friendship, chemistry, the X factor.
What's the X factor?
Don't worry, we've got it.
You and I, all I know.
This isn't gonna make me change my mind, Mr. Plaid Tie.
Did you just call me Pad Thai?
Plaid Tie?
My family's from Korea, not Thailand.
Well, that is not what I said, so you can stop waiting for an apology.
Oh, I'm waiting for something, but not for an apology.
Now I don't hardly know her, but I think I could love her.
I gotta go.
Natasha, what are you so afraid of?
Listen, I wasn't born here.
What?
My family is leaving tomorrow.
This is real, and I know you feel it too.
The choice we make. The path we choose. We don't have forever. All we have is a single day.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed that clip, a little snippet of the movie, and yeah, so back to what I was saying. I rated this book a 4-star rating. I thought it was just such a sweet love story of two teenagers and fate, and, you know, being the Pisces that I am, I love to believe in love and that things happen and come together for a reason, and that's kind of Daniel, the male character's message in this whole entire story is, you know, things come together because they're meant to be. And his whole job, the entire book, is to convince Natasha that them meeting is not an accident. Like, this was fate. This was meant to be. So the story is about Natasha, whose family is originally from Jamaica. Her dad comes over to America to try to make it big as an actor. And he spends his entire life trying to make this break and make it big. And so as a result, his family has to sacrifice the mom working full-time, taking care of the household, doing things that he should be doing, and instead he's kind of trying to live out this wild dream of being this movie star or this great actor in plays or whatnot. And he's good, but he just hasn't gotten that break, and kind of doesn't know to get to a point where he just needs to kind of give up the dream, as sad as it sounds. But you know, after 10 years of chasing something and nothing's breaking through, it's like, well, what else are you supposed to do? So all that to say, in the book, Natasha's dad gets pulled over for a DUI, and they find out that they're living in the States illegally. Their visas have run out, and so now her family's under the pressure of being deported. So she's trying to meet with lawyers and meet with people in the immigration office to see what can be done to stop this process. And so on her journey to the immigration office for her meetings and whatnot, she runs into Daniel, and he's convinced that this girl was meant for him to meet her. And so he spends his entire time with her, convincing her that this was meant to be, and it's such a cute little love story. And I just came back from watching the movie, and I enjoyed it. There were quite a few differences between the movie and the book, some of which I would have liked to have seen in the movie, some parts that I thought were funny or laugh out loud moments for me. But for the most part, they captured the book really well. Overall, I felt that they did a great job of bringing the movie to film. The characters, I really didn't have any other characters pictured in my head. So, you know, the ones that they casted, I felt like I already had them in my head. I just read the book like 2 weeks ago when I knew the movie was coming out. I purposely waited to read it the beginning of this month. So I felt like they did a great job with the casting. And yeah, I feel like it was really, really sweet. Not disappointed. I felt like most of the story, the importance of the story, the important parts were definitely told, and I love that they kind of reiterated the message that what's meant to be will be, and that not only happened with their character but some of the other characters outside of that. So I also like that the movie kind of gave us closure, whereas in the book, and sorry, spoiler alert, but in the book it's like she goes to Jamaica. She does get deported. They keep in touch for a little while, but then they lose touch, and that's kind of that's it. And then some years later, they're on a plane, and a lady who remembers Natasha and tells Natasha that she kind of saved her life that day that she met Daniel. She's having a conversation with her, and Daniel's actually on the plane and says her name, and it kind of, the book ends like that. So you have no idea, like, did they connect? Did they, live happily ever after? Whereas the book kind of the movie rather, gives us that closure, like, they meet again. Fate brings them together. She's looking for him. The lawyer that had met but with both of them that same day was like, oh, I haven't seen him since the day he left my office for you. So she kind of loses hope, like, oh man, I'm never going to be able to find this guy again. And one thing just popped into my head, why wouldn't she just go to the black hair store? She knew where his dad's hair store was. Why wouldn't she go there to find him? But anyways, she ends up going to the coffee shop where they first had their first date and first meeting, and is unable to find him. And then as she's walking out of the door, it turns out he's a server working there and is about to sing a poem or recite a poem that he wrote about stars, which is kind of their thing. And it ends like that. They embrace each other and kiss, and that's kind of how the movie goes. So it's kind of sweet. I love the way the movie ended because it gives us a little more closure as to, okay, they found each other, they're together, this is fate kind of thing. So it was actually a really beautiful ending to this film. So overall, I rated the book 4 stars. I probably would rate the movie 5 stars. I really, really liked it. It was really cute. And definitely one, if you're into romance and that type of thing, definitely add it to your summer reading list. And that's all I've got today. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.